Student, today our each one teach one program that is for the economically and academically weaker section of the students as a placement initiative. You are doing that there. See, yesterday I got 2-3 problems to the message. I have solved and sent to the student that I want to upload it here. See, remember that. See, here there are two forces, 8 Newton and 5 Newton acting at a point at an angle of 120 degree. See, 5 Newton and 8 Newton, that is F1 and this is F2. I don't write the arrow now at present. Is acting at a point making an angle 120 degree. Find the magnitude and direction of the resultant. These are very elementary. Parallel to this you draw this. A force. Parallel to this you draw this. And this is F1, this is F2 parallel to that. And this will be the resultant. And this is theta. What is theta? 120. Therefore, what is the resultant of the force? Resultant force is equal to square root of, say, F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2 cos theta. But students, they remembered in this form. P and Q, theta is the angle and R is the resultant, alpha is the direction. Then what is the R? R is equal to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Alpha is the direction. Therefore what? Tan alpha is equal to what? Q sin theta P plus Q cos theta. This only they remember, but when they given like this is a problem. Okay, I am converting into this form. Therefore, resultant force is equal to square root of F square is what? 8 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 8 into 5 cos 120. That boy is stuck up with 120 cos 120 because for the NEET he has not learned the trigonometry and all that. Anyway, see, here you remember sin 30 cos 30, sin 60 cos 60, sin 45 cos 45. I told to remember only this. Sin 30 is equal to half, cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. You write here, this is root 3 by 2. This is half. Both are 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. This is the one thing. Next, cos 120. Cos 120 can be as cos 180 minus 60. You can remember. That is cos 180 minus 60. Cos is coming in the second quadrant. In first quadrant all are positive. Second quadrant sin and cosecant are positive. Sin. Cos is coming in the second quadrant is negative. Therefore you write cos 60 only you write it. Because it's coming in the second quadrant is minus. Then again cos 60 is what? Half. Therefore cos 120 is what? Minus half. Therefore square root of 64 plus 25 is minus half. So that is plus 2 into 8 into 2 into 8 into 5 into minus half. 2 to get cancelled. Therefore 64 plus 25 40. This is 80 minus 89. Therefore you will get square root of 49 is 7 Newton. The resultant force is equal to 7 Newton. Now they have asked another things, direction also they have asked. There are 7. There are 4 choices there. 7 comma some angle. Angle means this is the direction. Alpha represents the direction. Alpha represents direction of the resultant. How I remember? Here what? You have to do like this. This is P. This is Q. Understood? P is along the horizontal, Q is not in the horizontal, right? P. Therefore, you remember Q sin theta. See, Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Sin comes first. Therefore, what I write? Tan alpha, that is a resultant. Direction of the resultant is equal to Q. In place of Q, what you write? 8 sin theta, sin 120 sin 120 plus P. P is what? 5 plus Q is what? Again 8 cos 120. Now how to learn this one? Sin 120 is sin 180 minus 60. This comes in the 180 minus 60. Sin is in the positive here. Therefore, positive you write. Sin 60 only. Sin 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. Therefore, what you write here? Tan alpha is equal to 8 into root 3 by 2 divided by 5 plus 8 minus half. Therefore, 2 to get cancelled here. 4 root 3 divided by 5. Here also 4 times 5 minus 4. 4 root 3. Got it? Understood. See again what? 4 root 3. Tan alpha is equal to 4 root 3. Therefore, alpha is equal to tan inverse 4 root 3. The answer is what? 4 root tan inverse 4 root 3. It means the correct answer is 7 comma tan inverse 4 root 3. This is the correct answer. Okay. Now, if you in the textbook, if you go through that, using the, if you use the calculator, you'll get this value comes around all that means 7 comma tan inverse 0.78. I don't know, something I'm getting that one. Can't remember. 0.7. But this only they given in the exam. Which you can do it. Another question. See, P and 2P acting at a point. That's what? P and 2P acting at one particular point. If the first force increased by 5 Newton and the other is tripled, then find the direction they are asking. Find the and tripled in the same direction. In the same direction. That means what? The same direction. Find the value of P they have asked. What is alpha? See, this is P, this is Q, this is the resultant, angle between the P and Q. Alpha is called resultant, direction of the resultant. They are given what? Alpha is same. Here what they did? P, second case is what? P plus 5. Q is what? Tripled. Q is tripled. Q is what? 2 times. Here P, this is Q. Therefore, first case, what is tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Right? Therefore, alpha is equal, no? Alpha is same. Therefore, I write this Q, right? that is q sine theta also same, alpha direction is same, theta is same, therefore p plus q cos theta. This is equal to what? Alpha is same, no? Alpha 1 equal to alpha 2. Therefore, q is what? Tripled, is it not? 3 times q sin theta divided by p is what? Added by 5. P plus 5 plus q is what? Tripled. Sin cos theta. Your sin get cancelled, q get cancelled. As a result, what you will get? 1 by p plus q cos theta is equal to 3 divided by p plus 5 plus 3q cos theta. Cross multiply p plus 5 plus 3q cos theta is equal to, you multiply this fully, 3p plus 3q cos theta. This get cancelled first. Therefore what? You send that side, phi equal to 2p. Understood? Phi is equal to, p is equal to 5 by 2, 2.5. Okay. See, the correct answer is 2.5. See, there is a third problem they have asked. A simple pendulum of mass 3 kg is pulled aside. This is a simple pendulum. This is the height. It is pulled by sidewards. They pulled aside through an angle 60 degree. Yes, through an angle 60 degree. They pulled it. They pulled it here this side. Is it not? Here tension is acting upward and weight is acting downward. Here tension and weight are equal. When I pulled here, what happened? Tension is this. Weight of the body is asking this. Weight is equal to mg. Now they are asking, weight is they given. What is the horizontal? As well as tension they have asked. They are given two coordinate, t and h. How much? There are 4 choices. Don't look into the choice. Therefore, what I do is, this is usual method, resolving the tension into 2 components. This theta, therefore this is also theta, right? I am resolving the tension into 2 components. That is what? T cos theta and T sin theta, right? Therefore, weight of the body T cos theta equal to weight of the body, that is equal to mg, and T sin theta equal to horizontal force. Therefore, T sin 60 is equal to, or if you divide one by the other, what will get? Divide one by the other. Suppose T sin theta by T cos theta is equal to h by mg. Tension get cancelled. Tension will not be there. Tan theta is equal to h by mg. Tan 60 degree. Theta is 60 degree. Horizontal we don't know. Mass is how much? 3. G is 10, you take it. Always G is what? 10 meter per second square. Just to take it in this case. Tan 60 is what? Root 3. I ask you to remember, no? Here what? You remember this? Sin 30 cos 30. Sin 60 cos 60. Therefore, if I divide one by the other, I'll get 2 to get cancelled. Tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. If you divide both this, tan 60 is equal to root 3. If you divide, tan 45 is 1. Tan 45 is 1. Therefore, what I write? Here, root 3 is equal to h by 30. Therefore, h is equal to 30 root 3 Newton. Or this is 1.73. If you want, you can multiply and do something. That also you can do it. What about the horizontal, you substitute here. T sin theta equal to H. H is how much? H is equal to 30 root 3 is equal to T, you don't know, sin 60. Therefore, T sin 60 is what? Root 3 by 2 is equal to 30 root 3. Root 3 get cancelled. T is equal to cross multiply 60 Newton. The correct answer is, tension is 60, 30 root 3 Newton they given. Understood? You have solved these 3 problems. Okay. There is another problem also. When two forces are acting on the same direction, P and Q is acting on the same direction. The resultant is, say, 10 Newton. When they are acting in the opposite direction, P and Q, assume that P is greater than Q. The opposite direction, the resultant is what? 8 Newton. Therefore, find the angle between opposite direction. Find the forces and find the forces. What is the forces? P and Q. And what is the resultant when the angle between them is what? 45 degree. 45 degree. See how is this? These are all the sums I just remembered. Here what is given? P plus Q is equal to what? 10. P minus Q is equal to 8. Adding it. What do you get? 2P is equal to 18. Therefore, P is equal to 9 Newton. Therefore, P plus Q is equal to 10 Newton. Therefore, Q should be what? 1 Newton. And now, what is the resultant if theta is equal to 45? Resultant is equal to what? P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos 45, cos theta. P square 9 square, Q square is 1 square, 2 into P is what? 9, Q is 1, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. This is 81 plus 1 plus, here what? Cancels. 2 conventionals, root 2 into root 2 get cancelled, 9 root 2. This is 82 plus 9 root 2 square root. See 9 into 1.41 something you will get it around is more than 9. This is multiplying is around 82 plus nearly about 10, around 92 or 93 you will get square root of 92. It comes nearly to 100 but less than 100, is not. See, square 92 lies between what? 92 lies between 100 and 81. 81. This is 9 square, this is 10 square. Therefore, this is what? 9 point something. Out of 4 choice, I found that 9.1, 8.7, 6.3 and 9.7. See, it is closer to 92 is closer to 81. Therefore, the thing is what? 9.1, 9.7, which is the better choice? This is 9.7 is the correct answer. Because the correct answer is 9.73. See, the 9.1 also is there, 9.7 is also there. But 92 is closer to 100. But 81, large distance. Out of these two, proper choice is important for you. Can you follow? Therefore, even direction is what? Tan alpha is equal to, they have not asked direction, not required to find out. Students, thank you for listening. Please go through the sums. Whatever the sums you want to, if you are not getting, please send through WhatsApp to any of our lecturer or any of your teachers. It will directly coming and reaching me. And I also ask the different teachers and solving and uploading. My job is only uploading the duty. And see, one thing I want to tell a word in this midst. Yesterday I heard one actor got suicide. I could not remember the name. And all my colleagues were ridiculing me for not remembering his name and all that. And every media they keep praising about that, they are pitying and all that. See, the same day, one in the China border, 3 of your 20 soldiers and army officers died. There only 3 names only we knew: the Colonel, Santosh Babu, and another person from Tamil Nadu, his name some Palani, and some Hoja, K.K. Hoja. See, the K.K. Hoja, he got they recently got married, a new child of 17 days, child born on 17 days. He asked the leave, some leave also sanctioned. He was about to go, but he died. And even the Palani, or I don't know, I remember that person, 26 years he served. Nobody remembers. And the colonel, and government has not released another 17 names. See, it's really shame in a part. We don't, and we are bothered about this actor and they died or suicide for their personal things. And another pathetic situation is what? 40 soldiers, 40 army personals, exploded during the terrorism attack. And even I pity the Chinese soldiers who have died, because every soldier is in the universe, in the earth, they are defending their country. You have to respect the soldiers and army personals. We have a lot of statues everywhere. Why can't you people see our politicians or the leaders? They will never. I don't think so. They will take much care about with us. See, I request all the student, every individual, every youth, think if you are a prime minister, if you are a defense minister, or what you will do. That is more important. And if you are, you have an imagination, right? Lot of imagination. How you can solve the problems? You think in that way. And if your best thing is what, the more you are educated and more you think about the social problems, and our nation will be strong. Why you have to depend on America or other countries? Think about the Cuba, Israel, and small countries. They won't bother, because the strength of the country is not the area or population. It purely depends upon the strength of the intellectual. And what about the youth? We are the young nations. Majority of the maximum youth are in our country. But all are they say all are is a useless vegetable, they call. Because of lack of knowledge. Therefore, you see, whatever the job you take it, you seriously think in that, and avoid all these medias like movies, watching movies, serials, talking with the friends and all that. Think that if you are a soldier, what you do, and how you are going to defend the nation, and what way. See, and don't compare your parent or elders, or this person has not done and all. See, if you are not getting through IIT or NEET, or getting a job, or doing your job is not proper, or you could not get the job. See, that is totally, it is your responsibilities. Don't put a blame on anyone. Once you get a talent and upgrade yourself, that is the right. Everybody will respect you. See, I heard that. What about the Sundar Pichai? Google and all top, and there are a lot of people who are gone in abroad. They are working. They have been recognized in the name of by their talents and the skill. And they are not here only caste, creed, religion, everywhere it is there. In other country, all our Indians are working hard. They are united. They are more patriotic. But we are not patriotic. And see, if you become a minister or a top person or law deciding person, every government school you erect a statue of all the freedom fighters, not freedom fighters, soldiers, in the respective native place, one or two. In the one particular place, from Mysore, 5 soldiers, identify 5 government school or any school, you erect the statue of that person and small biodata. This will inspire every children and citizens, including the parent. They come and they know, and that is only pride. Everywhere we see lot of actors, statues. They have not done anything for us except fantasy. They imbibed, not the patriotism. Therefore, don't live on the fantasy, and our nation is more important. In fact, with a great difficulty, we have came out of this slave mentality. But majority, our entire nation having a slave mentality and depending on the others. Therefore, I don't know. Today I felt like talking, and the only best thing is to become the great citizen. Is sincerely you study, because for every student, our government is spending. That means of 120 villagers are starving to give your education. That money is coming to you. Therefore, education is so cheap, but if the government is given so much, but if you are joining the private school, college, and all that, you are spending much. But most of the government schools, college students are doing really well. Anyway, I'm not the person, a policy maker and all that. If you are a policy maker, for that to become that level, you have to study. Okay, thank you. Jai Hind.